But moving on to the tight ends. Now, there's only three of them, so probably not gonna be talking too long about them. Um, but I mean, I think I I'm fairly certain that I can probably already put one person in a spot. Kyle
Kyle
Pitts,
Pitts
Kyle
easily,
Pitts, easy S,
easily belong.
easy peasy S.
Easily, yeah. I mean, every position group we've done so far has had one easy yes. He's this one's easy yes. He would have been an easy yes if we decided to classify him as a wide receiver. I
Yeah,
mean, he's absolutely beautiful. I love him. At first, like the first times that I was thinking about him, I saw a lot of Cowboys fans liking him last year because they're like, "What if we should get him?" and all this stuff. And I was like, "No, no, no, we don't need a tight end. That would be baloney." And then I really started to look at this guy, and he may possibly be the best talent in this draft. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is the only guy you can certainly put above him. He's absolutely amazing. He could be the next one of the next faces of the NFL. That's how good this guy is. Absolutely killed it at his pro day. He runs like a wide receiver. He's got the longest wingspan of anybody coming into the NFL in the last like 20 years, if I'm not mistaken. When you watch him, his elbows go down the length of a normal human. I mean, and then it's his bonus. I mean, he has like a wingspan of like a 7'5" individual. He's gonna catch everything you throw his direction. He's gonna be an absolute red zone monster, like a Gronk type. Uh, in addition to that, he has good route running. Not amazing route running, but he doesn't have to because he's gonna catch everything you throw at him. I mean,
yeah.
he could be like a Randy Moss. Also, I'm throwing out all these great names for him. Randy Moss. I mean, he could be a culmination of all these individuals. Uh, he could improve at run blocking, but on run downs, you can just kick him outside and he can play wide receiver because he's that flexible. So it's fine to me.
No,
That's
no,
literally the only knock that I can even put on his game is his run blocking.
no.
He,
Kyle Pitts is insane. He's a monster. If I'm recalling correctly, his pro day was also phenomenal. I think he ran what
yeah,
it was a 4.44.
something like that. It was insane.
Yeah, like
And I think he's faster than that, to be
yeah,
honest. I really do. I think that was a bad speed for him because when I watch him on film, he's faster than that.
yeah,
Uh,
and that's insane to say about a tight end.
Yeah, which
Like
is why for his actual NFL comparison, I make him a more athletic Travis Kelsey.
oh,
That's where I put him. As far as landing spots for him, I'd love to see him land with Dallas. I do think he's probably going to go earlier than that to either the Bengals or the Dolphins. But
what
if the Bengals say go O line and then the Dolphins go wide receiver, he could continue to drop down the list a little bit, and then all of a sudden he's in the Cowboys' lap. And if they let him fall past them, he's going to go to the Giants or the Eagles, just period. I mean, I'd love to, like, if I look at it objectively, I'd love to see him go all the way to the Chargers. So he skips the Giants and the Eagles,
but that's not
but I
gonna
don't think that's
happen.
going to happen. No, I don't think he's going to fall past the Cowboys because I think they have to snap him up. It would be irresponsible of them not to.
But
And
but
just him with that offense, too fun. It's too fun.
but what happened to certain? What happened to certain? Cowboys
Oh
picking
no, I would like
certain.
to see. I would like to see Certain in Horn. I mean, I saw. I think it was David Hellman. He's one of my favorite Cowboy analysts. He said something along the lines of he needs Miami to pick Kyle Pitts, so he saved the emotional turmoil of watching him fall to us and needing to pick him. And I kind of agree with that. If we
No,
need to go corner,
no,
but
no, no. 100. If he
you,
falls to
you can't.
the Cowboys better freaking pick him up because I think like you told me earlier today, uh, if he goes to the Giants or Eagles, he's going to be tearing you guys apart two times a year, every year for like ever.
No. Yeah. And
But no,
if they
Kyle
get a
Pitt.
great corner on the other hand, if we let J.C. Horn or Patrick Certain go to them, we still have so great. You can shut down Amari Cooper. Cool. We've got Michael Gallup, C.D. Lamb, and now Kyle Pitts.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't care if you get a corner at that point. So that's where you gotta. It's the draft game.
no, no, no.
You
You,
got to
you
do it.
you definitely have to weigh that, especially like I said with Giants and Eagles right behind, which again is a really weird reason why. Which is really weird why I thought that the Eagles were so okay with going to 12. because it's right
Yeah.
behind the two of the people in your division. It's but moving on. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is amazing. I love this man. This man can catch any of the balls thrown at him, like you said. Um, I think he tracks the ball really well as well. Like that's why he's able to come down with it so often because he knows where it's going to be, and having that arm length to just be all like, "Yep, that's mine." Um, it's insane. I do pick the Miami to grab him though. I think it would be silly for Miami not to pick him. Even if the Bengals do pass on Jamar Chase and go with an O line, I think Miami should still pick Kyle Pitts. That's just my opinion. I think Kyle Pitts is better than Jamar Chase, and yeah, no. If anybody falls, I think it should be one of the wide receivers. Kyle Pitts should not be falling. But moving on to Pat Freiermuth, which it is German, so it is Freiermuth. Um, but where you got him?
I was close to putting him in S, but he's at the very tippy top of A. Like he's right on that fringe to me. Um, he does have those injury concerns, but I absolutely love his potential, and I can look past his injury concerns. Unlike I was able to do with some of those wide receivers, I could not look past their injuries. For him, I can. Uh, he's so big and strong. Like he also gives off, like the Gronk vibes, where he can just monster his way in the red zone and get the ball. You give it to him, he's gonna get it. He does give off that great hands and concentration, possibly better concentration than anybody else in this class. It's like the ball's in his area, oh, it's mine. Uh, Excellent route running, the best route runner possibly in this class out of everybody, including wide receivers. And he needs that because he's a little slow. He is. But I mean, we've seen Jason Witten as slow as molasses, my guy right here. And he was the best route runner in the league for most of the time he was there, and he got open. And I think Freiermuth can do, that's how you say it, right? I can't
Fryer.
ever say his name right. I will
Fryer.
always mess up
Like a
pronunciations on
fryer,
this.
like a
Yeah, little Abbott guy, Freiermuth. Got it.
yeah.
Okay. Uh, but yeah, he's a little bit of a liability with his run blocking. Also, it's a little bit of a negative, but you can just pull him off the field, and he can also grow. He's not horrible.
So yeah, like you said, the injuries are a little sus, but he's still. I think he's still the second best tight end in the draft this year.
In this class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he is so good. Um, and I also get kind of Gronk vibes from him, just with the clutchness of being able to catch some of these balls, and then on top of that, just like his power running, like when he has the ball, just being able to just power through dudes is has just been insane to watch. Um, Now, I think he can fall to somebody like the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals could use a better, big tight end like that. Give Kyler Murray a big target. Other than getting a wide receiver, I still think getting a wide receiver might be better, but I could see him falling to around that point in the first round. That's kind of like the area that I see him falling to. And if somebody around there needs a real big strong weapon, I think they pull the trigger on Freiermuth.
Yeah. And to go back to his NFL comparisons, I see him as kind of like a Hunter Henry
Yeah.
or maybe a Zach Ertz. That's really my comparisons for him. And in that mold, I could see him going to the Chargers even that early in the first
Oh.
round to replace Hunter Henry. I mean, I've been trying to mock different weapons to Justin Herbert this whole time, but I would be cool with seeing him get a tight end. Tight end really can't be a quarterback's best friend, and Herbert feels kind of lonely over there. So get him some help. And
No,
then
no, one hundred
another landing
percent.
spot for him
100%. The
would
Chargers
be
need to give him a weapon. Need to give him a weapon this offseason. Um,
yes,
but moving
but
on to the final dude. Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say last landing spot I have for him is Jacksonville with their
Oh,
second pick in the first round. Give
okay.
Trevor Lawrence somebody.
Right on. Hey, yeah, I mean, I could see that too. Lawrence would also need a big dude to throw to, and that would be pretty good. Um, moving on to Brevin Jordan though. What you got on him?
Brevin Jordan, I struggled with putting him in A and B, but I think I'm going to put him in A. Uh, he's extremely versatile. He can line up inside, outside, wherever you need him, and he is the best run blocker in this tight end class pretty easily. Uh, he needs some growth as a route runner. He does. He's not great. And his hands, they're very strong, which does make up for that, but he still needs to learn how to fight a little bit on those contested catches because sometimes when guys try to outmuscle him, he'll let them have it. I don't like that aspect. But once he gets the ball in his hands, he has great rack ability. He's gonna throw some stiff arms out there, get some people out of his way, and make some noise. As far as NFL comparisons for him, I see him as possibly like a Jordan Reed or an Evan Ingram. He
Okay,
could
yeah,
really reach that level. And landing spots for him, I do think he's going to go in the second round. I do not think he climbs into the first, despite me having him in A. Uh, Landing spots for him would be the Panthers in the second round.
okay.
That could be fun. Also to the Steelers, because I don't think the Eric Ebron experiment worked. I think they need to replace him. And giving Ben Roethlisberger a nice little safety outlet in his dying hours,
His
is going to
last
be nice.
hurrah.
Yeah. And then also for the Saints to replace Jared Cook,
Okay.
because they can kind of just pick wherever, and they've got a lot of various holes, and that would fill one.
No, no, 100%. I feel like yeah, Brevin Jordan definitely goes day two. Definitely goes in the second round. Um, Now, I was struggling with debating on putting him either A or B as well myself. I think I'm gonna put him in B just because like you said, the contested catches, sometimes he doesn't necessarily fight so hard for them, which for me coming from a tight end is kind of I don't really like that from a tight end, but
Yeah.
he does have great like almost everything else, and he can work on contesting for those catches. I mean, he can work on it. So it's not that like he won't be great. He could still be great. I mean, going in the second round is still very good. That's still a very high prospect. And I do think that he'll go probably in like the middle of the second, maybe early second round, depending on if Freiermuth falls or not. But I do think he is a third tight end picked. And yeah, I don't. I mean, other than the names that you said, there aren't really too many other teams that I know off the top of my head that would immediately take a chance on him in the second round. Um, but we'll be looking more into that when we do our mock draft. I don't know if we're going into the second round for our mock draft. I think we're just doing the first round. But we'll talk about like some of the people that we've talked about and like give a little bit more accurate of a spot where we think they're going to land. But yeah, so that is our tight ends. Again, just like at the wide receivers, let us know how you feel about this. It is just our opinions, and we would love to hear yours. And don't forget to leave your comments down below. We would love to hear any and all opinions. We're very good about that. We love to hear what you guys have to say. And you know what? Sometimes, if you make a really good argument for something, maybe we'll throw it in on an episode or something, talk about it. But don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good YouTube algorithm, all that good stuff. But until next time, I'm Lee.
And I'm Joel, and I'll see you next week.
And this is Two Nerd Sportscast, and we are peacing out. Y'all have a good one.